It's super dark. Pain and nausea are pretty bad right now, but I've slept more than 4 hours, so that's better than yesterday. So hopefully today's gonna be a good day. I've been tired of my room, so we're going on a little adventure. Look how big this place is. Dang. Freaking cold, but the fresh air feels so good. Look at this. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, can you see the mountains? Yeah. See if I can spy on my mom. My room's right by this place. And then I'm dying, so I'm gonna go sleep. Oh, she's right over here. No? Oh, I can't see her. Shoot. Oh, it's totally me. I bet she can see me. I better go back in. Yeah, this hospital still has the best food ever. Milkshake, steak, and pickles. Hey everybody, it's me, Smile McGee, and after yesterday's adventures, you've probably been wondering what has happened today. So, last night I actually got a decent night's sleep. I mean, the pain was pretty bad. I felt like kind of a wimp because, I asked a nurse for pain medication for my very, 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 very thorough bone marrow biopsy. They've re-poked me, so many times, or drilled into me. I felt like it was kind of like how people get oil. But anywho, the doctor came in this morning. She's like, how do you feel? I'm like, oh, I feel a little beat up. And she's like, you should feel beat up. We beat you up. That is not your typical bone marrow biopsy. So that made me feel a little better, that it hurts so bad. But I just, once again, this hospital had the best staff. Even that one nurse was nice. She just didn't know my case. But my CNA last night was the best. He knows I love apple juice, so he literally just came with apple juice randomly, and he would take my vitals throughout the day and throughout the night, and every time they're good, he'd tell me, heart rate, good. Oxygen, good. Blood pressure, good. No fever. You are strong, my friend. You are very strong. And then I'd be like, you are strong. Now go back to sleep. He was the cutest guy ever. He has this really thick accent, and I just loved him to pieces. He was the sunshine in my soul this trip. I love him. That hospital is absolutely incredible. And yeah, I had an amazing nurse today. She was super cool. And yeah, we shared a lot of the same beliefs, so we were able to talk about that, and it was just amazing. And she's told me some of the stuff she's learned while being an oncology nurse, and just how it's further to trust in God and God's plan. It was so cool, and it honestly kind of was a little reminder I needed today. And she was so sweet. She started crying. I told her about how when I first lost my vision in this eye, how I didn't really say anything because my sister was touring the hospital that day because she's about to give birth, and I didn't want my body to get in the way of her day, At first she's like, well, you matter too. And I just kept on smiling and telling the story. I just didn't say anything because she had a baby shower or whatever, and I just kind of kept it to myself because my body's just dumb anyway. And she just starts crying. I'm like, are you okay? She's like, you're just such a selfless person. I hope it's not weird sharing that story, but she was so sweet. I've kind of struggled a little confidence-wise lately, and that was just so sweet. Anywho, so I got to go home today. As you can tell, I'm in my own room, on my own bed. I got to see my dad and pet my dog. Oh, I missed my dog so bad. You guys know Bernie is my baby. So anyway, it's not problem solved going back home. It's kind of a waste of time making you sit in the hospital, wait for results coming home. So basically, my platelets crashed again, They went from what they were last night in the 40s. Oh, in the morning, they started off in the 40s, which is pretty good. And then they went down to the 30s, which kind of sucked. But I learned that artificial platelets don't last as long as normal platelets, so that makes sense. And the bone marrow biopsy, some of the results won't come in for about a week or more, so there's no point in making me sit there. They just sent me home with some pretty intense instructions. Made me a little nervous. So yeah, they are gonna check my blood twice a week and have it monitored down in my hometown. And the high likelihood is that my platelets are going to tank again and get really, really low again, which is scary. So if that happens again, they're gonna set up platelet transfusions, and depending on the bone marrow biopsy results, I may have to try very, very, very high dose steroids. And the nurse made sure to she was, again, I adored her. She was like one of the most beautiful people inside and out I have ever met. Like, she was amazing. She kind of confirmed the realities to me of my situation. Like, it's bad. Like, any bleeding at all could be pretty catastrophic. Like, I just have to be really, really, really careful, and I'm not very good at that, you know? I'm spazzy, I'm independent, I'm stubborn, but I just have really thin blood right now, and I guess I'm gonna have to learn humility or something, because I'm just being a girl, too. I'm a little worried for that time of the month, because when I start bleeding, it just won't stop. So that's kind of terrifying, and I don't really know what's going on right now. So it's like, I'm happy to be home, but I'm scared at the same time. I've been ordered to take it really, really easy while my hip heals from the bone marrow biopsy. And then when it heals, just have my blood monitored, make sure my primary care knows about what's going on, and just be really careful, which is hard when you already feel like you're fragile and should be doing more. Right now I am fragile. Nothing I can really change about that. So I guess a lot of Netflix binges are in my future. More videos possibly, if you guys like those. So yeah, I will keep you up to date as much as I know. So far it's still a mystery why my platelets aren't producing. And I'll let you know my platelets are on Friday, and they gave me a hat. I love hats, and it's covering my hospital hair perfectly. And yeah, this has been hard, but my best friend came by today, and that absolutely made my day. Just being able to talk to her and feel normal. And she brought her friend along, well, who's a roommate. She lives up by the hospital, and she's really cool. And I love those people who you can talk about being sick with, but they don't make you feel sick. You know what I mean? You're just you. You're just Megan with a body that doesn't quite work right. And I love that, because when you're sick, you don't want it. I guess some people do, but I don't want to be treated like I'm fragile. I don't want to be treated like you need to wait on me hand and foot. I just want to be me. And sharing my story has been a little hard that way, especially in the beginning, because people's perspectives do change when they learn you're sick. All of a sudden, the fragility of your situation in your body really comes to light, and people don't know how to handle it. I mean, as people with chronic illness, or with family and friends with chronic illness, or being part of the chronic illness community, life and death situations and all the stuff like that becomes commonplace in quote-unquote healthy people. It's a totally new ballgame for them, and they just don't know how to respond, you know? Like, it's a blessing they don't know how to respond to those situations, but sometimes they can make you just feel a little more broken. So yeah, I got a little deep in this video. I'm home, and I'm happy to be home, but I'm honestly pretty scared. And I'm hoping that the bone marrow biopsy shows results, and there is a chance that this could still be caused from medication. They're checking right now for heparin-induced immune thrombocytopenia or whatever. I can't pronounce it. So right now we don't know anything. Just trust God and go for it in faith. So there's my update. I'm gonna go snuggle my dog. Thanks for all your support. Let me know if you like these vlog updates, because when I'm really tired, they're a lot easier than writing. appreciate life, celebrate life, and always smile on.